Hey everyone, we're back for another episode of What's Cooking Tonight. And what we will be doing in today's episode are some smoked chicken wings. So it is football Sunday right now. I had these leftover chicken wings like frozen in the freezer. So what I did last night was I thawed them out and I put them in, a little mixture here of, we did some Frank's Red Hot, we did some Worcestershire, we did a little bit of soy sauce and some Italian dressing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those out of the bag, and you can see over here we're going to season it with just some garlic salt, and I have this other like rub I've found called Amazing Burger, and it's actually got a very strong barbecue like flavor to it. So I've been using it more on chicken and stuff like that, more so than a burger. So let's go ahead and zoom us out. We'll get this down on the tray here, and let me get some wings out and we'll start seasoning them. My first time smoking wings. I've done a whole chicken, I've done like your larger drumsticks, but this will be a good test to see how good these turn out. You can get these in some restaurants and bars, you go out to, but even that's kind of rare. I think I took up the whole tray here. Oh well. I'm not cooking it on this anyways, just got to get them on here to season. Alright, let's start off with the garlic salt. Alright, and then our Amazing Burger. Good. Make sure our angle's looking good here. I could tilt this down a little bit. There we go. And I'm just going to flip these over so that we get a nice coat on each side. And then once we get these out in the smoker, we're going to cook these at 275. These are kind of small, so I thought it was going to take around an hour and a half, but might take a little less time. We're just going to have to kind of eye it up, see how, charred they look, how cooked they look. We'll probably do some pecan wood, I think I'm going to do, just straight pecan. I have some cherry, I might do some cherry, but I'm thinking I'm going to do one wood today. Oh, the seasoning looks great. I think this is going to be a good mix, the garlic salt and the Amazing Burger here. Alright, so we're going to go get the charcoal going for the smoker, and we'll see you outside in a little bit. Hey guys, we're back. I got the charcoal going outside, so that's heating up for our smoker. But I remembered that I have this wing rack that you can use for drumsticks. So I think I'm going to put the drumsticks in here, at least as many as I can fit, and that'll make it a little easier moving it around, on the smoker when it's cooking. So you're supposed to hang them like this. These drumsticks are kind of small, so I think I'm going to improvise and flip them around like that. That way they won't like fall in as they're cooking. So I'm going to do this. This should make it much easier to kind of shift this around if I have to, and it'll give me more space, in the smoker in general. I think I'm also going to throw some kielbasa on there, so this will kind of help give me some room on that top grate there. I do have the two grates in the smoker. I actually haven't used the bottom one yet just because, I'm not sure what the temperature's like there. I guess I just gotta take some time to try that out so that I can use both of them at once. Alright, well, we at least got those on there. I'm gonna see if I can somehow fit a few more on, and then we'll meet you out on the smoker and get that charcoal in there. Alright guys, we are outside. We're ready to put the charcoal in. As you can see today, I'm not doing the minion method because we're doing a quick, hot cook. Like I said, the temp will be like 275. and it should only take around an hour and a half. So I've just got a full chimney full of charcoal over there, and I'm just going to pour that right in, put our pecan wood on there, and then get the smoker up to temp. So let me do that right now. So there we go. Full chimney of charcoal. The other thing I'm going to do different today, I'm going to put the next layer on with the water bowl, but we're not going to put water in the water bowl today. It's cold out today. It's like 35 degrees or something, and like I said, we want to get that temp hot, so we don't need the water bowl today. Not too worried about the wings drying out. So we're going to put that on. You'll see here it's just got some foil in there so I can clean it easy. And then no grate, we'll just have the top layer here. Let me zoom out because I know that's probably not a good angle. There we go. All right, so we'll wait about half an hour for that to heat up, and I'm actually going to show another thing today. Let me cut the camera, and we're going to show you how I do the vents when I do these cooks. Alright, now we're going to put our pecan wood on. I didn't have any big chunks in the bag, so I'm just going to kind of toss them all on here. There's some small ones. And we'll do that. That little guy in there too. Alright guys, I want to take a quick minute here to show you how I do the vents. I haven't talked about this too much on the channel, and I've had some comments about it lately. So the top vent, I always leave wide open, like no matter what I'm doing. And really that's just going to get the most oxygen flowing through here, the best draw for the fire. So I always leave that guy wide open. If I come down here to the other vents, these, when you start off the fire, I always leave wide open just to get that heat up and to get them, you know, get the temperature up where you need it. But at a certain point, you know, when you're at temperature, I usually close these down to like a quarter open maybe. So like something like that on each one. It all depends. I try to keep all of them at this quarter open length, or width I should say. And then if still burning too hot, you know, you might open or, you know, close one completely. If it's burning too cold, you might open one completely. So you can kind of do a mix, but generally doing this quarter opening here, maybe a little more than quarter, maybe that's closer to half, is usually pretty good for me. So let's get the smoker up to temp, and then we'll show you putting the meat on. Alright guys, the smoker's up to temp. It's right around 275. I should note, I did actually have to add some water to it. So I added really just like a few pints. I just used a pint beer glass I had, maybe like 3 or 4 of those, because it was starting to get above 300, and you know, want to have a more consistent closeness to that 275 temp. So let's take this lid off. Like I said, we're gonna have some chicken wings. I'm actually gonna throw a kielbasa on there too. So let me go grab that. I'll do the ring rack first. The wing rack. There we go. So let's put this one. Oh man, is this even not gonna fit? What a fail. I didn't even try this before I did it on video. Mega fail. No. Alright, we're gonna cut the video and then we're just gonna do this by hand. Alright, what a failure that was. Let's bring these down. And I'm gonna spray it real quick with some olive oil so that nothing sticks here. Alright, let's get this chicken on there. I try and keep it on one half of the smoker here because I didn't want to use the 2 grates, the 2 levels, I gotta get some kielbasa on here too, so should have enough space. Alright, now the kielbasa. Alright, perfect. We're going to put this on. The kielbasa will probably finish sooner than the chicken, but let me get a little zoom in here so you can see that a little better. Yeah. So we'll do that about an hour and a half, and we'll check on it a little bit and go from there. Alright guys, the wings and kielbasa have been on for about an hour. Really fighting the temp on this smoker. I mean, it's cold outside. It's not as cold as it could be, but really struggling to keep it around 275. So we're going to do a quick reveal here. I don't think they're completely done, but let's do it. Oh man, they're looking pretty good. Let me get my tongs here. Actually, I left the tongs inside. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some tongs. We're gonna flip these. All right, here we go. And they're getting a decent outer crust. Oh man, when I flip these are actually looking amazing. You know what? I don't even know if the tongs are gonna work here. It's gonna take too long. Let's just do it with the good old fingers. Yeah, some of these are looking good. I mean, these ones on the edge are looking damn good. It's probably because this bowl in the middle is kind of dissipating that heat. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to try these. These are looking pretty good and crispy, at least on the edges here. Maybe I'll move some of these to the edge. Get a little more of that heat. Alright, I'll just flip these. Oh, these are looking good too. They're getting a nice little crust on them. Alright, well, let's not let too much of this heat out. It's cold out here. And just going to let these go for maybe a half hour longer. We'll see. Football's starting soon. Don't want to miss my team. Hopefully they get in the playoffs. Alright guys, we're just waiting for those wings to finish up in the smoker. Football game's about to start. But I wanted to make a buffalo sauce for this. I'm probably going to eat some of those smoked wings plain, but buffalo is definitely my favorite flavor. So quick, easy sauce. We're just going to throw in 1/3 cup of butter here. Kind of let this melt down. And then we got a cup of our Frank's Red Hot. And once the butter melts down, we'll pour the Frank's in there. We'll get it all mixed together. And then we're going to bring it to a boil. And once it gets to a boil, you kind of just let it, you know, turn the heat off, let it sit, and then all that will mix together. So let's get this butter down here. Should melt pretty quick here. Pan's already hot. But let's wait for this to completely melt, and we'll pour the sauce in, and then we'll cut the video back in. Alright, butter's all melted. Let's pour in our Frank's Red Hot. Like I said, a cup. And we'll whisk this together. Looking good. Good mix there. Now we're just going to turn this heat up. Get it to a bit of a boil. And like I said, once it's boiling for 30 seconds or so, we'll turn the heat down, pull it off, and it'll be good to go. Alright guys, we just had it at a boil. Turn the heat off. We're going to let it sit. This should be good for our wings. So next clip, we're gonna head outside and see if our delicious smoked wings are looking good. Got that good char on it. See you in a sec. Alright guys, it's been an hour and a half. These wings are pretty small, so I'm hoping at this point that they're looking good and crispy. Our smoker did get up to temp a little more, so I'm hoping we get that final char right in time for the football game. So let's do the final reveal. Hopefully the final reveal. Oh yeah, that's looking good. I mean, these guys on the outside, let's get a zoom in. They're looking pretty charred, like not in a bad way. They're looking very delicious. So yeah, let's get these off the smoker and we'll get one more shot of them inside. Alright guys, here is the finished product. I mean, look at that. Looks amazing. These wings I feel like have the perfect amount of char and like crisp on them. Got the kielbasa up there with the perfect grill marks, looking real good. So that's about it. I mean, I'm not going to show you the tossing process of the wings there, but you can see there, I got my bowl, I got my buffalo sauce. We're probably going to toss about half of these in buffalo, but there you go. That is the smoked chicken wings and kielbasa on the Fornetto Basso.